writing tips. What are the tips? Start broadly and then narrow down. So you have to give the bigger picture to your audience first. What you are going to talk about. For example, if you're going to talk about economics of something, you will give that bigger picture. That how I'm giving you a very topic like how deforestation affects the economy. Let's suppose this is my topic. So I will describe that topic first. That what is my main idea. State the aim and importance. Why is it important to talk about site thoroughly but not excessively? If you're giving citations, give limited citations, not too many. Avoid giving too many citations for one point. See, again, the same thing. Clearly state either your hypothesis or research question, whatever you're going to talk. Consider giving an overview because again, why hypothesis and research question? Sometimes you are just trying to analyze what you want to do. Okay, like there is a question in your mind, and this is a very big question for the population. You are discussing that question and coming to the result. That is a research question. But then hypothesis is you have already found out something and you're going to talk about it. Okay. Consider giving an overview of the paper. Again, overviews like introduction, abstract. Keep it short. Show, don't tell. Show, don't tell means you are not just writing and showing people that, okay, these are the facts and figures. No. Show means when you have such language that people can actually imagine and understand the visualize. They can visualize the content, how you are writing, what you are writing, how you're giving the examples. Don't bury your readers in detail. So let's suppose sometimes people give extra detail, superfluous language they use. Again and again, they are saying the same things in a more creative way, or let's say they're paraphrasing only. So don't bury your readers. Don't make them bored or too many details are there that it is not making sense. Check the journal requirements. What your research need, that is your journal where you are writing down everything, jotting down everything and finding out that what is needed for the next part and what is not needed. So check that requirement. Okay. Set writing goals. Now, again, you cannot do 10 hours research and writing in a day, right? So you have to decide how many sentences, words, or hours you are going to write for. Okay, you can't reach a goal unless you have one. So write the goal down and work toward it. Are you aware of SMART goals? Let me just give you one instance if you can come up with that. So it is more like written like this, SMART, and it is a acronym of something. Let me tell you what are SMART goals. It means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. If you create your goal in this way, for example, if I say I will lose my weight within 3 days and that also 4 kgs, can I do that? Nobody can do that. But if I say I want to lose my 4 kgs weight and I have a time of 6 months, and for that I will be going to the gym 4 times a week and have intermittent fasting, can I do that? I can do that, right? That is a SMART goal, which is achievable. And it has time foundation. So set your writing goals. Go for the SMART goals. Be direct in your writing. Do not use passive voice or, somebody said that. No. What do you believe? It should be direct and active. It should not be I. No. Okay, like this essay will discuss, this research paper is discussed. In this research paper, it is found that. In the clear and simple language. The way you talk to people. Okay. Say exactly what you mean in the most direct way. Choose your words wisely. Again, this thing doesn't come in the very first time because people are not perfectionists, thoroughly. So what you can do, you can write your first draft and then you can choose your word. That, okay, is this word going right? If I am saying that nobody can ever climb the Mount Everest in one day. Now, this is I'm generalizing and this is not a good statement even. But if I make it this way, have you ever thought of people who, like, are you the one who can climb Everest in one day? Maybe this is an intrigue question, but if you are telling it in that way, in a negative way, so choose your words wisely. What do you want to convey to your people? Always choose the simpler of two words. Use familiar vocabulary instead of lofty words from English language. You know, there are so many words in English language. Now, if I'm saying unpleasant and I am saying obnoxious, which is the word people will understand more?
Unpleasant.
Right? Obnoxious people might understand, but not at first. So, normal English. Okay, short sentences are more powerful than long sentences. This is a rule of writing. Whenever you are writing something, try to write short sentences rather than long sentences with so many connectors or conjunctions. Write short paragraphs. Now you what are short sentence, short paragraph. Each one should consist of sentence and support the same idea. So you're talking about the same thing. Always use active voice. Again, clear language, subject, verb, object, sentence structure. Okay, and try not to use passive voice. Okay. Review and edit your work. Again, this is the thing that you have to do when you have done everything. Proofread your first draft should be the first step in your editing process before you hand your story over to a professional editor. Tighten your writing. Check your word choice and sentence structure and on your voice to improve your style. For example, you have made the first draft. Now you are checking everything. If you wrote one paragraph, Tarini, and you start checking that one paragraph, you are never going to finish your research. So that is every time work. Like in our exams in a school, we used to do the exam first, then we used to check all the questions, isn't it? This is the same way in writing. Use natural tone, conversational tone, where you are talking about your ideas, your passion, your thesis, why you are talking about it. For example, that one, the social media one, you will see a very good tone in there. Let's say, see, honeycomb model of Smith identifies 7 functional blocks of social media website. Identify conversation, sharing, presence, relationship, reputation, and groups. Very easy to understand, right? Similarly, whenever you are writing, it should be in a easy way, in a conversational tone. Like there is a lecture going on and people are listening to it actually. They are not feeling lost every time. That's conversational. Read famous authors. This is you have to do a lot when you're doing a research. Pick up any book by Mark Twain and you will know it's his writing simply by the tone of the story and the words he uses. Great writers put a stamp on their writing with a signature style. For example, do you know any Indian writer? If you are taking Ruskin Bond, I give you one more, Roald Dahl. Have you heard of him? Right? The kind of creativity he has in his book, in the children book. Ruskin Bond has different types of stories. He has different types. If you see, the characters are so magical in Roald Dahl stories. Okay, he doesn't only focus on the human. They have witches. They have Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and then George's Marvelous Medicine. So magic is there always. So they have signature style. Okay, after learning how other writers create their style, do the same with your own writing. You do not have to copy anybody's style. For example, I read Amish Tripathi, very good writer. He has a style. He uses a lot of Sanskrit words in his books and then gives the meaning of those Sanskrit words as well in between the writing. So that is kind of signature writing. Okay.